Oh, what's up, everybody? Starling, 8-bit. Water, no good enemy. What's up, man? Thank you for the follow. What's up? Turn this music down here. Let's get OSB in here. Yo, Jackie boy. Fucking Tigers, baby. Right? Crazy comeback. Crazy comeback. Yo. OSB is muted. You're still muted. Not muted. Here we go. And welcome to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is par for the course. Let's get him in here. Flores, what's up, man? Oh, we got him on screen. Still no audio from OSB yet. Could be on my end. Probably is on my end, actually. Because we are both in the channel. Turn up the user volume. I don't know. You're not muted in Discord? It is in fact on my end, yes. Okay. Okay, I probably know what the issue is. I'm certain it has something to do with my GoXLR, which it shouldn't. Routing. No, chat's in the broadcast stream. Oh, I know. Gosh damn it. It's in the volume mixer. It's in the volume mixer. So, but that's the... Oh my gosh, what a pain in the ass. I have to make it... Okay, I have to force it to be chat, right? There you go. Can probably hear now. No? Chat's turned up. Maybe it's probably okay. It's probably a setting in Discord because Discord's a pain in the ass. Oh, that's right. It did. Fucking Discord. Yeah, here we go. Why is it? All right. No, yeah, it's just that is all closed. Show more. Yeah, you better fucking show more. Yeah, here we go now. There you are. Wait, oh no, output is chat. There you are. Broadcast. There we go. All right. All right, everything's back to normal. Could you even hear me on the stream?
I could hear you on the stream.
You could hear me on
but
the
not
stream.
in the call.
No, yeah, cuz fucking Discord just like Discord's like, "Oh, new audio stuff. I'm gonna change my settings to this new audio stuff, even though you didn't tell me to change anything, user who fucking uses my actual software. You didn't tell me to change anything, but I'm gonna fucking change shit anyways. I've received that, and I've received that. Thank you, Discord. Gosh damn it. There we go. All right, idiot. Yeah, Discord always was. I know it's insanity. Flores. But wait, you're Doc Lopper, right? Yeah, Doc. I'd rather call you Doc. Flores. What is even Flores? I feel like I'm calling you some kind of weird brand of dental floss or something. I feel like that's like I feel like that's the brand of a dental floss in like Russia. Play off your last name. Okay. What is up, everybody? Yeah, Doc. How you guys? How's everyone doing? Water no get enemy. Thank you, sir, for the follow. Sathis Mechi, let's go. Water no get enemy. Starling 02, hello. First time in the chat. Water no get enemy for some in the chat. Sathis Mechi, first time in the chat. Jackie Boy here. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Appreciate everyone, entering the contest. Appreciate all the response. Great response, in fact. Pretty exciting. Lots of new followers on Twitch. A few new subscriptions on the YouTube channel, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, we'll probably hang out here for about another 5 or maybe just maybe 10 minutes tops, and then we'll hit the randomizer. I got all the names ready to pop into a randomizer, and we'll pick our winner here. So yeah, we'll probably do that in about 5, maybe 10 minutes max. We'll see if more people are showing up or what's going on. So I don't need to be here. Yeah, and then we'll get on with a little bit of a podcast here. Kind of finish things off here before we launch. So speaking of the game, when do you think you're gonna play it for the first time?
So I'll have a little bit of time on Friday, but I gotta leave probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So I might have a couple hours. I don't know if I'm even gonna hop in online. I might just play the single player for a few hours.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah. Where are you heading to?
So it's Hillsboro. It's like maybe an hour or so from here. We got a house or whatever. It's this is his wording. It's close enough that if something happens, you can get home and deal with it, but it's far enough away you're not like at home.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah. There you go. That's cool. Is there a casino nearby by chance?
I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I think I think it's like a lot of cows and fields and shit.
Oh, okay. Your boy's not like kind of into getting out to a casino or partying like that for his bachelor party.
No, not on a first one. Maybe a second. We'll find out. Time will tell on that. I doubt it.
Yeah, true.
And I've gone up $3 in Vegas. I'm good on gambling. I've peaked.
What was that again?
I've made $3 in Vegas, so I'm good on gambling. I've peaked in my gambling career. I'm good.
So is that the only gambling like you've ever done at a casino?
No, there was one downtown I went to when they opened, and I lost, I don't know, fucking $200. So then I went up 3 in Vegas, and I said, ooh, fuck yes, I'm good.
Okay. Well, so then
I'm going to the airport.
Yeah. So, but in total, you are still down $197 then. So.
Yeah.
But at least you made $3.
I'm up in Vegas, which all that matters.
Well, yes, in Vegas, you are indeed up in Vegas. Yes. Oh shit, that's right. Gotta do a quick little PC adjustment here. I'll be right back.
Yep.
All right, I didn't have to go far. A Ponderosa, holy shit! The boys are gonna be fucking just getting nuts at the Ponderosa.
Fuck yeah! You know it.
The boys are gonna be getting crazy at the local Ponderosa. That's hilarious.
I might get kicked out. Actually,
get kicked out of a pond, bro. I mean, that's life goals right there. Getting kicked out of a Ponderosa. I mean.
I don't know. Maybe an Applebee's really live out that Talladega Nights.
Yeah, there you
vibe.
Go. That's right. Forgot about that. That's right. Holy shit, that's funny. All right, yeah. How's everyone doing?
Denny's even better.
Denny's, there you go. Yeah, I I may have been kicked out of a Denny's before.
I might actually get kicked out of a Denny's. That'll be a great time.
I may have been kicked out of one before. I don't know. I've spent many an evening after drinking in a Denny's. So yeah, I mean, it's a distinct possibility. And I have some like, I have some vague, like, you know, memories that are like, and I can't tell if, yeah, it either could have been like breaking up a fight or it could have been getting kicked out. You know, I don't know. Definitely not starting. If I don't think I started. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's what I always say.
I'm a sewer, not a fighter. Hit me, see what happens.
There you go. You were a lover of litigation.
Mm-hmm. I love ruining other people financially.
Yes, yeah. What was I gonna do? Shit. Got that done. That's all set. We got our show notes. I wish it seemed like. Oh, yeah, I was gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Gosh damn it! I wish it didn't seem like my fucking gate on my microphone wasn't so fucking weird. But as long as it sounds okay when I'm talking, I guess that's all that matters. Don't need that open. Might as well leave the sound settings open because fuck audio.
Fuck audio.
Never works.
Heavy.
It never works.
I agree.
Have one of those. Yep. What are you drinking?
It is
Oh.
Rheingeist.
Oh yeah.
It's their Oktoberfest. It's a local brewery.
Yeah, Ryan. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. They got some pretty. They do have some pretty good stuff. I've had some of their stuff. My wife's uncle brings it up. He lives in Loveland, which is
okay.
Yeah, which is pretty close to you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in Loveland. It's like 20 minutes from the shop.
Oh, did you
Maybe
really?
A half hour from the house.
Man,
Yeah.
I may have like. Oh my God! See that's funny. This podcast may have never happened because like because like I was there. I was in Loveland like 12 years ago when you were but a wee lad. It's a good thing I didn't like hit you with my car and kill you or something. Because that's when it never happened. That's funny. Yeah, we were there. Yeah, we were actually. We went down to visit him. There in Loveland. There's actually we went to some like actually really cool little bar there. Had a few drinks, you know. Terrorized the locals
or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, yeah?
There's a couple.
Yeah. They got a couple in Loveland, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a real big town, eh?
No.
It was cool. We dug it. Yeah, it was nice. It's a cool little town. All that area down there, southwestern Ohio. Like I said, southwestern Ohio. I'm definitely good with. I mean, it's cool down there. You start getting the hills and the Ohio River and all that. And
yep.
Yeah, it's cool. It's pretty neat driving by Cincy. You could drive like right by the. Is it right? You drive by? Yeah, you drive right by the football stadium.
Both of them.
Are they both right there, like, along the freeway? Okay, yeah. Yeah, being a sports guy, getting down to see a Phillies game would be pretty cool, actually.
Sure.
Great American Ball. Is it still called the Great American Ballpark? I don't know why I'm asking you. You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Sure, why not?
All right.
It could be called Dick Fuck McGee's for all I care.
If it was called that, you would know it was.
I'd probably go to a game just to say I was at Dick Fuck McGee's.
Right, exactly.
To be honest.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. 9:35. We're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna spin this wheel. We're going to get a winner. And, yeah, so, if you're here, obviously, I'll, you'll know you won. And whoever wins, we'll contact the winner. And we'll get their platform of choice, and you'll be getting a gift card sent your way to get Battlefield 6 Standard Edition, baby. Yeah, I'm getting pretty excited. Other than the fact that I'm a little bit in a situation like you. Like, I was gonna take the day off, but now we're getting like really fucking busy at work, and so I don't know. But then we also don't get access to it until 11 a.m. on
Correct.
Friday. Yeah, they're doing that. Well, it's not really a staggered thing, is it? Because
No, it's a global release. It's all at once. Hopefully the servers can take it.
it is. It's right. It's all at once, but it just so happens that when it becomes available, it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It would be much cooler if it was like 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to be able to just get up and play for a couple hours before I went to work or something.
Yeah, it is currently the #1 best-selling game on Steam.
Right? Yeah, we were just talking about that a little bit in the Discord, weren't we? Yeah, the pre-orders, the no pre-orders,
It didn't happen.
brigade. Yeah, definitely fell short of its goal for sure. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. I mean, that's a lot of talk and nonsense, and yeah, people trying to like it sounds good for trying to get a point across. Don't pre-order, no, you just giving them your money, and they'll never learn. They'll just keep ripping you off with the same shitty games, blah blah. Yeah, no kidding. And guess what? When you still buy the game anyway, they're still gonna rip you off with the same shitty game. All right, here we go. All right, boys and girls, we are gonna let me switch screens here real quick. Can't do it on my wait. Can I still do it? No, I can't. Oh my god, I gotta work on my Stream Deck too. My Stream Deck is being an asshole. All right, here we go. BF6 giveaway, boys and girls. I got a list of the names here. Gonna copy and paste all the list. 8-bit. Technically, you were a little bit past the deadline, but seeing as you've been following me on Twitch for quite a long time, I'm letting you sneak in. So I'm gonna let you sneak in. All right, gonna paste all the names in here. This should be everybody. Lots of follows on Twitch, lots of follows on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So a few subscribes. Yeah, 41 names, pretty good. I appreciate everyone for checking out the my Twitter channel, my Twitter account, and seeing the giveaway was there and everything. So yeah, might as well get the Tombstone pack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you still pre-order it, like I imagine like right up until the release, if you technically pre-order it, you'll get the Tombstone.
Probably.
Right. Yeah. So. All right. Here we go. Gonna hit this. One winner. BF6 giveaway. Gonna do I'm gonna do the wheel. I'm gonna do the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is kind of cool. All right. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's gonna win it. And there we go. No. So there's a start and a spins button. So now I'll like really get the the thing about this is freaks me out is like not every name is on here, but it's like clearly like not every name is here, but I have to imagine that like it still includes all the names.
I would think so.
I would think, yeah. I mean, it's like I think it just does it because it like, yeah. Actually, some of these don't even look. Oh, these aren't even. Oh, these are all fake names, actually. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, no, they're not. Anyway, okay. Anyway, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, see, there's no way of knowing. And the winner is Starling02. Starling02, let's go. Congrats, dude. Oh, that's not the one I meant to hit. Nothing works.
Yeah, it's the wrong button.
Nothing works on my Stream Deck. Let's go. Where's my applause? I thought I had applause. No, I've been changing everything around here. Starling02, congrats, man. Yeah, dude. What's up? Congrats. You are the winner of our first ever giveaway. yeah. So congrats, man. Yeah. So tell you what. Send me a whisper, or actually no, just tell me right now what platform you're going to be playing on, and I will get you, and I'll whisper you the codes. A gift, yeah. So actually, this whole thing was actually sponsored by pillar of the objective community, Junk Pup, and it will actually be sending you the gift card code to purchase the game with. So you're on PS5. All right, man. Sweet. So I'll probably whisper you this stuff. So I'll we'll do a bit of we'll do a little bit of relaying tonight, or like maybe like, you know, probably tonight, or maybe like something like first thing tomorrow or something, man. And so yeah. So for sure sometime in the next, like, you know, I wouldn't even say 24 hours, like sometime within the next like 16 hours or so, you'll get a whisper from me on Twitch, and it'll have the codes for you, man. So congrats. Yeah, sweet, dude. Congrats, Starling02. All right. Yeah, and we'll get into yeah, so let's get the podcast going here actually before we go any further, so we aren't up all night. OSB and myself still have to work tomorrow, so all right, here we go. Let's we're going to hit record real quick, boys.
We're a team, and there's nothing to worry about.
All right, take two. That was way too loud. I was trying to destroy the fucking podcast listeners' ears right there. All right, here we go.
We're a team, and there's nothing to worry about. We come here, and we're going to conquer, and we're going to take some. Is that understood? Sir. That's what we're going to do, sweetheart. We are going to go and get some. All right, people, on the ready line. Are you me? Yeah! Are you me? Yeah! Where are you? Where are you? Hudson! Get on the ready line, Marine! Get something to die! Get on the ready line! Yo! Move it up! Move it up, goddammit! Get hot! 1, 2, 3! Come on, get out! Get out! Get out! Move it up! 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, absolutely badasses! Let's pack them in! Get in there!
Let's go. Water no get enemy. You get it, man. Aliens. That's right, baby. What's up, everybody? It's the objective, a Battlefield podcast, episode number 122. The final podcast of the Battlefield 2042 era. The final episode of the 2042 era. Can you fucking believe it? Let's fucking go. Finally. We're here.
I'm so glad. I don't want to think about that fucking game ever again.
Holy shit, dude. You have no idea. And it will be being uninstalled on stream here on Twitch, of course. What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's episode number 122. Pre-Battlefield 6 Eve. It's Battlefield 6 Eve. It's Wednesday, October 8th, 9:42 p.m. And we are coming to you live from the one and only Motor City, and of course, Southwestern Ohio. And I, of course, as always, am your host, Dubfire33. Joining us as always, it's your boy OSB, only slightly bad. What's up, man?
Yeah, we're done with 2042, and that feels liberating. It's fantastic. Everybody liked that.
Everyone loves you. Everyone is behind that sentiment. If I fucking see one person try to say something on Twitch about, 2042 got a bad rap, or man, people were too harsh on 2042, I will firebomb that person's fucking Twitter account. Okay, I will firebomb.
It's gonna happen.
I know
It's
it will.
gonna happen.
I know it probably will, and I will firebomb that person's Twitter account. I will flame them relentlessly and ruthlessly, right? Like, no. And now look, I'm gonna. There's a couple things I will say about the game when I uninstall it, but like, trust me, it will be nothing along the lines of like, oh, it got a bad rap or it was misunderstood. No, fuck all that. So, yeah. So what's up, everybody? Hope you are doing well. Hope this podcast finds you well. Yeah. So for the podcast listeners, I have a bit of a confession to make. We just got finished doing a giveaway of the standard edition of Battlefield 6. And you didn't know about it because I didn't say anything about it on the fucking podcast at all for the last 2 weeks. Even though our boy, pillar of the objective community, Junk Pup, he DM'd me like a month ago. Like, hey man, I'd really like to like help out with get some exposure for the podcast and get a giveaway going. And he very generously offered to pay for the copy to for the giveaway. And I was like, that's awesome, man. And what do you think I did about it? Fuck all for about 3 weeks, because that's how we roll here at the Objective. Because I'm fucking busy as hell with family and work and all this other shit. So I finally fucking got around to it, and I was like, gosh damn it, Junk Pup is fucking, he's our boy. You're an asshole for fucking waiting this long to fucking even get this shit going. But I did not mention it on the fucking podcast once. But I did mention it on Twitter. Got it out, got the word out on Twitter, on Twitter X, and it actually worked out, and it went great. And I really appreciate everyone for yes, the memory issues are in fact yes, because I am in fact an old and dying boomer, doc. But it even though it obviously the response could have been even larger had I let the podcast listeners know, because there's quite a few of you listening to the podcast, as we're I'm aware. So anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up is because I kind of feel bad that I didn't sort of offer it to the podcast listeners, because a lot of you have been listening to the podcast for a long time. So what I will do to sort of make it up to you is sometime like, I don't know, maybe in November or December. I guess we'll get into it a little bit, because we're going to talk about season 1. Is that going to be free, do you think? Or are we going to have to pay like $20 on October 28th to get that content? I don't think.
You'll probably have to pay to get the premium pass. I assume it's a premium pass and a free pass.
Okay, got you. Right, yeah. But, all right, well, we'll get into but there's a ton of content that goes along with it. Anyway, my point is down the road, we will in fact have another giveaway, and what we'll do is we'll give away a gift card to pay for a premium pass, like a premium season pass. And I will mention it on the podcast, and I'll also mention it on X, of course. Or I don't know, maybe I'll just keep it a podcast listener thing or something, just to sort of make it up to the podcast listeners for not getting them involved in a giveaway. But that's what we'll do. In fact, we might just do that depending on how things go. Maybe we'll do that like every season, we'll kind of do a season giveaway, and we'll get you entered in for a random winner for, a premium season pass or something. Yeah. So something like that. Yeah. So that's what happened there. And of course, Starling. Wait, what was your full username again? Sorry, because you're new here. Starling02, Starling02 was in fact the winner, the first winner of the first ever winner of the Objective giveaway. And Starling02 did in fact win himself a copy of BF6 standard edition Battlefield 6. So congratulations, Starling2, and thank you for the follow, and thank you for the support and all that good stuff. And if any of you that happen to listen are listening to the podcast that did follow me, thank you very much. In fact, I'll go through them all real quick right now, because it's not a crazy long of a list, but we definitely bumped us up with some numbers, with some subscribes on the YouTube channel, a lot of follows on Twitch. So really appreciate it, everybody. And if we starting with Vorpal and Vorpal Z, thank you. Kanita X, Miaz, Lanky Soldier, Tom, that's right. Lanky Soldier tried to get in on the giveaway. Our boy Tom, host of the Battlefield 1 podcast. Thank you, sir. Arab 6789, the Death Pro X, Starling 02, of course, our winner. And with Starling with the subscribe on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Katork Valkyris with the follow and the sub on YouTube. Jeffayon, Ben Jazz, Studillo, Sopa Awesome, Ayaya, Gold Mark W, Shiva Jetri, and with Shiva Shetri with the follow on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Hyora Fujiwari, Lauren Crotty, Avia 006, Sathis Mechi, Sosi, Socius OS. This is an interesting one. And, sir, if you're listening, I sincerely hope that this is in fact also your Battlefield username. It probably is, because Battlefield usernames are undefeated,
Something.
right?
Yeah.
What's that?
There's something.
There's something, and they are in fact undefeated. Dan Wang 666. Dan Wang thank you, Dan Wang 666 for the follow on Twitch and for the sub on YouTube. Ggas 24, Jorwan, Acid Burns J00 with the follow and the sub on YouTube. Sergeant Sanders and Sergeant Chip Sanders with the follow on Twitch and the sub on YouTube. Hats 50 with the follow on Twitch. Thank you. Link Apps, WebTag 777 WebTag with the sub on YouTube. Thank you. Undying Beast 94, Amy Truce, Carbonized Frog, Doctor, Boom Goes the Dynamite 22, Dave Losky, Abalud 3, Gold Wolf Flight, Water No Get Enemy, one of the most interesting usernames I've ever seen. It's a huge change, right? I don't know. Your Twitter, I noticed your Twitter profile had a picture of what looked like something that looked like like a real life thing that said Water No Get Enemy on it. Maybe it's just a Photoshop. I don't know, but it's a super change it, because I don't get it, but that's fine. But thank you for the sub on YouTube and the follow on Twitch, man. I really appreciate it, Water No Get Enemy. And with some last minute entries for the follows on Twitch, JKN and Go Crazy Jacks, a couple of guys we know from another Discord. Thanks, guys, for the follows. So there you go. So everyone, super. Just awesome. So great exposure for the podcast. A huge jump in followers on Twitch with the giveaway, and we had a winner, and of course someone got themselves a free copy of the game. So, and yeah, like I said, in the future we'll probably, we'll do some kind of like season pass giveaway or something. So, so there you go. All right. So thanks so much, everybody. That's awesome. That's like fucking cool as hell. To get some numbers bumped up on Twitch and on the YouTube channel. So thank you so much, everyone. All right. And so with that, I need to take a quick break, and then we'll get started with the rest of the podcast, talk about some news and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back.
Anytime, Starling. Welcome to the shit show.
Okay, I'm back. I was in a hoodie, and that just wasn't gonna work. It's getting
You'll have that.
Yeah, it's getting pretty hot in this room. So, all right, so so let's get into some of the stuff that happened since last time you heard from us. Quite a few things actually. Definitely more things for people to fucking argue about on Twitter. That's for sure. But first off, so we started off last week talking about that live action trailer. Did you? I take it you watched it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that funny thing about that was I'm old and dying, and I did not realize, right off the rip that the whole thing was basically a tongue-in-cheek kind of jab at the live-action Call of Duty trailers, which I was talking about last podcast. So that was kind of funny though, because those four guys, the four big celebrity guys, they come out but they just get fucking blown to shit, and then the actual soldiers walk by and they're just like, "Who was that?" And they're like, "Who cares? Let's go." So that was kind of funny, and that was it was a pretty cool commercial though. The rest of it, first time they've ever done any kind of live. That's actually the first fucking Battlefield commercial I recall ever. Were there ever any other Battlefield commercials ever aired on TV that you can ever fucking think of?
Well, I've got the memory of a goldfish, and I haven't watched TV, like broadcast TV, in probably 10 years. So, sure, maybe.
Right.
I think there was one for 2042, actually.
Oh, that's right, there was one, but it was in-game footage.
I think so.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I remember that now. The fucking it had like Boris fucking riding on the top of the tuk-tuk. I remember that now. Yeah. Gosh damn it. That's right. So there was that. So that was kind of funny. It was a cool commercial, and it's kind of neat too because I'm watching it right now. They had a couple of people dressed up very much in like a classic kind of Battlefield 4 kind of like look. Like the engineer looked just like the engineer. He had like the cap on and everything. It was kind of cool looking. It was just kind of cool looking to see that. So, and then after that, so then not too long after that happened, we got a season 1 preview from DICE, and it's essentially it's not a roadmap, but it is I guess it is kind of a roadmap, just to sort of give you an idea of what we're gonna get on October 28th, which confirms. I feel pretty confident now in saying that this confirms that we are in fact not getting the Battle Royale on October 28th. Whatever it was the leakers saw, or whatever they thought they saw, was probably very clearly just all this content, and they probably just thought, all this stuff must mean it's the Battle Royale or something. Because other than that, I looked it up. Nothing official about the release of the Battle Royale came from DICE. Everything about the October 28th release date of the Battle Royale was from leakers. Am I capping, or or did I miss something?
I think you're right. I've not paid much attention on the BR side. I don't think anything official has been said, though.
Right. No, nothing official has been said. So we got this season 1 preview, which we get on October 28th. So like I said, again, I think that's pretty safe to say that's what we can expect to see. So, and pretty interesting. So this is actually a roadmap. In fact, that's right. The closer I look at it, I realize it now. I didn't look very closely before, but says Battlefield 6 Season 1 preview. Free post-launch content begins October 28th. Because what we got here is we actually have 3 columns, and the first one is labeled October 28th, Rogue Ops, October 28th. The next one is labeled California Resistance, November 18th. And then the next one is labeled Winter Offensive, December 9th. And it looks so the 28th, the 18th, and the 9th, will all be content drops, and each one seems to contain a new map. On October 28th, we'll be getting Blackwell Fields. On the 18th, we're getting Eastwood, which is in like the kind of Hollywood Hills, California area there. And then Winter Offensive, Ice Lock Empire State, limited time event map, which stands to reason because it basically looks like the Brooklyn map, but just covered in snow and ice. So it looks like they've already got like a kind of a limited time Christmas event kind of thing planned. And then more from Rogue Ops. There's a new mode called Strike Point, a new vehicle called the Traverser Mark II, a new carbine, the SOR 300 SC, new handgun, the GGH-22, a mini scout sniper rifle, or a new sniper rifle called the Mini Scout, and then a rail cover and LPVO attachment. That's a new attachment. So there you go, weapons and attachments and vehicles, all dropping on October 28th, and then on November 18th, a limited time mode called Sabotage. And then this was an interesting thing that we learned about: battle pickups. Do you remember the battle pickups from Battlefield 4?
Yeah, and 1 and 5. It's really just 2042 that I don't think had any, and 3 and back.
Right, yeah. That's right. I forgot they were in 1. I didn't know they were in 5. I don't think
they were. I think they were only on the Pacific maps. It was like a katana or something. It wasn't like the one-shot sniper rifle or whatever. But there was something. Flamethrowers, I think, on some maps too.
Okay, yeah. Starling 02. I stopped playing Warzone after trying the Battlefield beta. Let's fucking go. Starling is based and a king. Yeah. I'm waiting for this BR. There you go. Nice, man. Waiting for this BR and looking forward to playing the whole game too now for sure. So, so the battle pickups are back, which is so they took they obviously skipped them in 2042, and if you're not familiar with what they are because you didn't play any of the previous games, basically they're specific weapons that you will find that you can't equip them. You can't make them part of a loadout or anything. They're not like on the main menu screen. They strictly spawn in maps in certain places in the maps, and they are particularly specialized and a little bit more powerful of a weapon than anything else that's available. But of course, like I said, there's only one of them on the map. I believe once it gets picked up and then used and the person dies, I feel like after a certain amount of time it probably respawns.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I thought so because I remember picking up the my favorite one in Battlefield 4 was the sniper rifle with the rangefinder on it. That was my favorite one. So they're called battle pickups, and the one that's featured in this graphic is pretty wild looking, actually. It looks as though it may be a oh wait, why isn't it capturing? That's capturing my Twitter page. Why aren't you capturing this page? All right, fine, whatever. Anyway, it looks a bit like a Gatling gun or something. I don't know. It looks pretty crazy. So anyway, that starts November 18th. There's a new shotgun, another new sidearm, and another new attachment. And then for Winter Offensive, the limited time event Ice Lock and a melee weapon called the Ice Climbing Axe. So there you go. So starting right with October 28th, we start getting the content. Now these are called so this is free post-launch content. So all this stuff is all free content that's going to drop October 20th, November 8th, and December 9th. What's the time span between that? That's like 3 weeks, isn't it? October 28th, November 18th. Yeah, that's about roughly a month apart from each other, yeah. And then December 9th. So this is a season. So this is just so. This does say it's a season 1 preview also. So like, this is probably just a few of the things because still no mention of a battle pass, right?
I'm sure there's a battle pass. They
Hell
just
yeah.
aren't saying, "Hey, we're gonna take your money again and again and again." Yet,
Right? Yeah, that's a good point. Exactly. Yeah, yes. I mean, they made it very clear to make it clear that this was a free post-launch content. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, we're not. Yeah, they're not trying to get they're not trying to get money grubby right off the rip to just after what happened with 2042, right? Yeah, so so they definitely didn't want to do that. So yeah, but it still makes me wonder when we're gonna get a battle pass, or when we're gonna get like the full on like season 1. I know this is interesting. I guess perhaps this season 1 is in fact going to be completely free. It starts October 28th and perhaps it ends December 9th, or at least December 9th is the last like free drop, and then perhaps starting like say maybe January 1st is when we'll see season 2 or something. I don't know. So it's just making me wonder like how this is going to work out. Like, is this the full season 1 that we're looking at right here? You know what I mean?
well, at the bottom of every tab it says "and more."
Okay,
so
yeah,
no,
it does say "and more." Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming that season 1's going to come out on the 28th. There's going to be a free and a premium battle pass right then, probably 100 levels. That seems to be kind of standard, and you can just work your way through it. I think these are just update days, like a Call of Duty season reloaded or whatever. But instead of getting 1 map and 3 guns a season, we're getting 2.25 maps and at least 3 guns. Or no, 4 guns, sorry.
Right.
Is my guess.
Okay. If that's the case, that makes sense. So, yeah, so there you go. So there's the season 1 preview. Next we have an official, finally, something like, well, we got, obviously this was an official update from EA. I really want you to open in a new window. How about that? Fine, whatever.
How about instead you fuck yourself?
Exactly, yeah.
Vigorously.
So we finally got an official vehicle list, finally, from EA themselves. And I am very happy to report that these all look pretty distinct from one another. Except for
this
maybe...
isn't official.
Oh, this isn't official either?
No.
Well, I mean, it says... Oh, but it says no... no.
It's a blue check, not a gold.
It's a... Oh, well, from the... Yeah,
it's a paid verification. If it's gold, it's a company.
Okay, yeah, but the images themselves look as though they have like the, Battlefield 6 logo in the bottom left-hand side, so they look pretty. Okay, maybe they're not. This is probably okay. I was of course, because I'm of course old and dying. So
idiot.
Yes, I'm of course I'm an old dying idiot. But in any case. It is so okay. So maybe this isn't official. So this was probably this was put together by someone from labs. Well, whoever put this together really took some time to like put together a good Photoshop job because it all looks very official and very kind of put together and nice. So, yep. So the IFV for the NATO forces is the M3A3 Bradley. The Pax Armata is the Strafe 09A4. And it looks, the M3A3 Bradley looks like the Bradley. The Strafe 09, looks it looks fairly like as what you would expect the Russian version to look to. Not definitely not like the BMP2, but more. It actually looks a little bit more similar to the Bradley than the BMP2, but it looks different enough, so that's fine. The two anti-air vehicles look pretty much identical. So
Yep, they look like AA tanks.
yeah, they look pretty much like AA tanks. And I mean, I know that they didn't look completely different in Battlefield 4 either, but they looked more different than these ones do. So, but the NATO ones, the Cheetah 1A2 and the Pax Armada is the GE-26 Pax. And then the main battle tanks, the M1A2 for NATO, of course, and the Leo A4 for Pax, which it's got a bit of a what was the T42 or something? Was it? Or T44?
Well, that would be an old tank. The newest Russian tank, I think, is a T90, and then there's a T70.
That's right, T90. Yeah, yep. That's what I meant to say.
I think it's a Leopard. I think it's a British Leopard tank.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. You know what? It does have a little bit more of a British Leopard kind of look to it. You're right. Yeah. Or maybe, well, actually, yeah. The like guard railing stuff starting on the back part of it and wrapping around has like kind of a tiger kind of feel, I guess. But it's definitely not like based on a tiger, so I guess maybe it is like it could be a little bit of a modern version of a tiger, but I get what you're saying with the leopard too, for sure. So there's those. So there's our like ground vehicles. So that's at least okay, so that's from Labs. That's my bad. It was looking pretty official to me, so yep, so we got that. Then we got update from Battlefield Bulletin on the servers, which was kind of interesting. Battlefield 6 game servers will run at 60 hertz at launch. So that's nice. Is that the standard, or is that better than most servers? Have most servers been kind of like been doing the 30 hertz thing or something?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of modern games are on lower tick rate servers.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, which is always
Battlefield 4. You could rent a fucking 300 hertz server if you wanted to. That shit doesn't happen.
No, and I remember you could rent 60 hertz servers in Battlefield 4. I remember that being one of the things that was always in the the server name was like 60 hertz. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's actually nice that just all the official servers are going to be running at 60. So that's a decent tick rate. So
yeah, hopefully we're not dying around fucking corners and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't be. Really, if it's a big if. If they, if the lobbies are matched, or if the lobbies are matched based on ping, which we know they're not going, then we know that's not what they're strongly favoring is the ping. We know they're going to be strongly favoring.
They've said ping is first.
They have said ping. They have officially said that ping is first. Ping is king.
Yes, I think that was the reveal event thing where they flew out all the streamers or whatever. I remember someone saying that. I think
really?
It was at that.
Oh shit! I don't even remember that.
It was that or a video leading up to it. I think it was Alexa Christofi that said it. Don't quote me on who, but I'm pretty sure it was her.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. Well, shit. All right. Then good. So then, yeah. So if that is the case, then yeah, we shouldn't be dying around corners too much because everyone's latency per lobby should be pretty stable. So that's good. DICE currently has no plans to add squad reinforcements. What does that mean?
So in Battlefield 5, you would earn points as a squad. And as you got more and more points, you could call in things, supply drops, smoke screens, artillery barrages, a V2 rocket, all of that kind of shit. So good. I'm glad that's not coming back. That was super fucking annoying.
It was. And and when I read it, I was like, why does this sound familiar to me? Is this like a 5 thing? So yes, it was a Battlefield 5 thing. Okay, yeah, good. That was annoying actually. That was it It smacked a little bit of like the commander mode, so to speak, but it was you could call in the V2 rocket, right? Which like fucking just melted entire areas of the map and shit. Yeah.
I don't know if I can find the clip. It was when I was playing on Xbox, but I called in a V2 and I got 30 kills.
Holy shit.
It was Eros on breakthrough. I don't remember what point. But yeah, I killed the entire team with one V2.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. That's fucking stupid. Gosh damn it. Yeah. So good. They're not bringing that back. And manual leaning into the game. So they're not bringing back squad reinforcements and manual leaning in the game. They opted for peek and lean instead, which is that considered the contextual leaning or something?
Yeah, I think that's just what they're calling it here. And I'm fine with that. I would like manual leaning, but I think it would make the gap between playing on a keyboard and a controller maybe a little too big, because you can be holding A to go left and hit Y to lean right or whatever and start spamming directions. It'd be hard to do that on a controller, I would think, based on how they did it on 5 at least, because it wasn't normal.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so that would definitely, I mean whatever. There's going to be, but aim assist is not going to be real strong in this game. So yeah. The leaning, that manual leaning could with the right keybinds for keyboard and mouse players, it could make people real hard to hit because and just give them real advantages on sight lines if people got really fucking mixy and demon time with their binds and the leaning and shit. Yeah, so I don't mind that either. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessary to. It's not. It's not necessary to be just leaning randomly in any situation. It makes sense to be approaching a corner for cover and leaning, peeking around the corner. So that's fine. Soldier visibility is being improved per multiplayer map. So that's a little bit of an update that's the update we got from Battlefield Bulletin. And that brings us to the Battlefield community update, the official blog, the Battlefield blog update from DICE themselves. And this was a big one. This also included a lot of the information about season 1. The season 1 preview, but before it got to that, it talked a lot about a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of things that a lot of talk about the stuff they learned from labs, a lot about feedback and all that stuff. So we'll jump into it here and tell you what they said. So in this community update, we will share how we are translating insights from community feedback into changes and improvements for the launch of Battlefield 6. What we learned, and this right off the rip, they just ripped this fucking Band-Aid right off, actually. And they didn't they didn't really they didn't sugarcoat it at all. I thought it was right at the very top here. Where's the part about? Anyway, we'll get to
the weapons. It's at the top.
It is right at the top. Oh, my bad. Okay. What we learned with over 30 Battlefield Lab sessions, lab sessions successfully completed, not one of which I got an invite to, by the way, completed alongside our community, and a total of 92,351,578 hours played during the open beta. Battlefield 6 is the most tested and iterated Battlefield game in history, and player agency remains at the heart of it. Battlefield 6 has more ways than ever, and through the open beta, we aimed to validate at scale that offering I know how to read.
Do you?
I mean, I used to think I did, but I'm old and dying. Battlefield 6 has more ways to play than ever, And through the open beta, we aimed to validate at scale that offering multiple playlists in parallel would not compromise the authentic Battlefield experience. So that paragraph right there says a lot, because that was one thing that was a bit unexpected, I thought, in the beta. That one thing I did not expect to see in the beta was like that multiple playlist options like right in front of you, in the same vein of like, you know, like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? It's not, that's, I just remember thinking like, this is a big departure for a Battlefield game to see all those different playlists available to play, like just right there in front of you. There was a little bit of that. Well, no, there wasn't. In 2042, there wasn't really any of that at first. You got a little bit of that as they started to make the changes because of the disaster that, you know, Hazard Zone was, because of the disaster that 128 players was, because of the disaster that the maps were, and all that stuff, you know, yeah. And so as updates were made to improve the experience of playing 2042, we definitely got a little bit of variety in playlists, like right in the main menu of the game. But like this was like in the same vein of like, you know, Call of Duty style games, which was never seen before, which is just something very weird to see in a Battlefield game. So clearly they just, yeah, they right off the rip were ready to be like, look, this is what we're doing, and we're looking for player response, and I think it was mostly pretty positive. Here is a closer look at some of the most important data points we reviewed and our summarized findings for each. Class pick rates. The map layout was the main deciding factor for class picks. For example, support had a higher pick rate on Siege of Cairo, which is a CQC-focused map. On Iberian Offensive, with more long-distance combat opportunities, we saw increased pick rate for Recon. That paragraph, I read that paragraph a couple days ago, actually, because I read this over. That is strange to me, because I don't know. Maybe this is how the average Battlefield player plays. I have never considered what class I'm taking based on the map. I take that back. It maybe factors in about 20%. Like, obviously, if I'm like gonna play, well, no, that's not true. I mean, okay, maybe if I was like, say, on Battlefield 4 and Operation Locker came up, yeah, likely I wasn't going to pick Engineer, right? But Assault, Support, and Recon were 100% in play for Operation Locker, right? So to me, my idea of how I picked a class is always strictly situational. Like, strictly situational.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely strictly situated. Now, obviously, certain maps will dictate certain situations occurring more than others. So, like, for instance, on, like they say on Cairo, it's a CQC. I don't know. Something about this just sits weird with me. I don't know. I feel like they read the data wrong, or they interpreted the data wrong or something. Because to say that Cairo support had a higher pick rate on Cairo, which is a CQC focused map. So what are they saying about support that made people want to play? What about the support class made people want to play it on Cairo? Because they had ammo, I suppose.
Probably heals.
Heals.
Over ammo.
Okay, the ammo. Okay, the heals. Okay, sure. So, which is exactly why support would come into play, like on, say, Operation Locker. But, like, I mean, but at any given time, like, if for some reason, like, I felt like okay, so I mean, the certain maps, I could see it, like I said, like I was just saying a minute ago, like, I could see certain maps are going to make certain situations occur more. But, like, I don't know. To me, man, like 90% situational. I don't care what the map is. As soon as I feel like, oh, these tanks are getting out of hand, I got to spawn engineer. Okay, the tanks are taken care of. I'm gonna run support to go like heal this over here. Oh shit, some fucking something's happening. I feel like I could help with recon. Like I feel like we could use some help with recon, so I'm gonna play recon and get a drone in the air and spot some guys. So a couple of squads can assault this area, this kind of thing. I don't know. So I mean, I just found that really strange that like they think that the maps were dictating the way the classes were picked. I just find that very strange. But maybe that's the way most people play. I don't know. But you seem to agree with me that like, yeah, right? I mean, like you're constantly changing your class based on what situation you feel like you want to help out with or you want to deal with.
Generally speaking, unless if I'm just being really selfish and I don't care about winning or losing, and then I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
Sitting on the side of a helicopter with my repair tool out, spamming get out and drinking beer.
Exactly. Yes. As opposed to situations like that, which occur. Yeah. Yeah. And I do that too sometimes. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about actually, playing the objective. I'm just like looking to fucking like, I just want to play assault and use the most, whatever the meta weapon is. And I just want to fucking get like, 30, 40 kills in this game. I just want to try to get some multi kills or whatever. I just want to kind of like, yeah, it's shit like that. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Comparing between open and closed weapon playlists, we observed mostly identical class pick rates with a 1 to 2% difference at most. Which, yeah, that stands to reason. Obviously, yeah. Kills per hour. The kills per hour remained virtually consistent for both playlist types. Oh, okay. Well, see, now they didn't. I feel like I missed something. So now they're talking about the open weapons versus closed weapons. They didn't really like preface it here, but clearly that's what they're talking about. So kills per hour also remained virtually consistent for both playlist type weapons. for both playlist types. Open weapon players scored only 0.2 more kills per hour in Conquest and 0.1 in Breakthrough. So in the open weapons playlists, there was only a 0.2 difference in kills per hour. Very, very little. Pretty negligible, really. Match length.
Almost as if open weapons doesn't fucking matter if the game's designed around it. Stop looking at 2042 as your reference point. Oh, bad reference point.
Yeah. No, I know. And most people a lot of people kind of try to use that one as there was open weapons in Battlefield 2042 and look what happened. It's like, no.
That wasn't the problem of 2042. It was 2042 being the problem of fucking 2042.
That was problem 5,372 on the list of problems with that game. Yeah. So, so match length. Match duration increased slightly with closed weapon play lists by up to 45 seconds. Who cares? Or about a 3.75% difference for both Breakthrough and Conquest. Revives. We also observed slightly higher revive rate for closed weapons at 3% for Breakthrough and 2% for Conquest, which coincides with the slightly longer match duration. Yes, of course. So there you go. So that would definitely account for a slight bump in revives. Or you had Battlefield dads playing the beta and they saw the open weapons playlist and they were like, no, I am a fucking battle dad. I want to get immersed and I want to fucking play the closed weapons. And those people, I'll give them credit, they're probably better at reviving. They're probably more revive conscious, right? Because they're immersed and that's the way they want to play.
Sure.
So I guess give them a little bit of credit for that. So that could also account for the bump in revives. signature weapon usage. Very, very interesting part here. More players played with non-signature weapons in open weapon playlists. Sure. However, recon players still favored sniper rifles over other weapons, and their pick rate was identical between both playlist types. There was not a single dominant weapon archetype, and we observed a consistent and well-distributed pick rate between them. This balance shows that even with different playlist types, which were available, I don't want to fucking hear Danny. You do not. Danny on PC does not listen to this podcast. Let's make that very clear. But I will still.
And he would not be happy about this conversation either.
No, he would not. And that's exactly why I'm bringing it up because he fucking had the gall to complain on Twitter about how the closed weapon playlist was hidden. It was off to the side, as if anyone over the fucking age of like fucking 12 doesn't like understand how to explore a fucking menu system. You know what I mean? Like, it was very clear that there was more off to the side to look at. People were gonna look at what was up. People went and looked at it, and then they saw the closed weapons, and they went, the closed weapon. That sounds weird. Maybe they didn't understand it, but that's fine. So maybe they saw closed weapons and they didn't really know what it meant, and so they picked the open weapons playlist, and that, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the vast majority of the people playing the beta knew exactly what it meant, and they still wanted to play the open weapons playlist because that's what we want to do. There's nothing wrong with the open weapon system whatsoever. Sorry, I'll continue. So there was not a single element to pick with. This balance shows that even with the different playlist types, players explored a wide variety of options without one class standing out above the rest. Time in combat. There were no differences of note for time players spent in combat between open and closed weapon playlists. The actual differences were only fractions of percentage where, rounded up, the results were identical. Lastly, another key insight from the open beta was that the vast majority of players, after trying both playlist types, chose to stick with open weapons. This reinforces our belief that open weapons is the right path forward for Battlefield 6. At the same time, we recognize that some players, battle dads that want to get immersed, prefer the closed weapons experience. To support them, official closed weapons playlists will be available at launch. Fine. Additionally, closed weapons mutators will remain part of the Portal toolset so players can create and share their own custom experiences.
XP farms.
Exactly. So look, the debate will never be settled because Battlefield 6, no debate in the Battlefield community is ever settled because that's just what the Battlefield community does.
Yeah.
It fucking argues over every little fucking facet of this game. Yeah. However, if you are of the opinion that somehow they went the wrong way with the open weapons, or somehow they're defiling the spirit of the fucking game, too fucking bad. Just fucking get over it, okay? It was essentially an open weapon system in Battlefield 4. No, okay. Yes, the classes were certain classes were restricted from selecting certain weapons. You couldn't be assault and select a sniper and so forth. But even if you picked recon, you could grab a carbine and you could play like you could in which I would do quite a bit. There would that was in 2042, obviously, right? You could do that in 2042. You could do it in Battlefield 4 also. You could play a recon player. You could grab a carbine or a shotgun, and you could play right up in the front with everyone else. And you could plant spawn beacons right up in the front, wherever you want. I used to do it all the time, and it was effective. You would plant them in areas where, that made it easier for, to recap a flag or something. You would hide, you didn't always do it, up on the, You didn't always do it for yourself in your little, sniper's nest, obviously. And I don't think that was, I don't know if that was, that'd be interesting to know if that was ever what was the initial intent of creating that spawn beacon. Did the person who invented it for the game like think to themselves like, we would really like this, we'd like snipers to be able to like have their like a little area to hold, so we'll give them this little tool that they can use to spawn in, or was their initial thought like use it to add to the front, to add to the number of forces that were assaulting particular flags or certain areas of the map. Anyway, but that's the way you can use the spawn beacon, and you could do that in 4. You didn't have to, you weren't restricted to a sniper rifle. And yeah, so there's no, that's the thing I find interesting. I mean, so I get it. It's not necessarily about like what weapons can you make available to the other classes. I think you shouldn't, if you're an assault, you should not be able to equip a sniper rifle. Well, okay, fine, but guess what? If I select assault, I can't see a situation where if I'm playing assault, I want to have a sniper rifle in my hand. What situation, as if I'm picking the assault class, what situation could I possibly be in that I want to have a sniper rifle in my hand, right? I mean,
if you got really spicy aim,
just
elite people,
right? I guess, yeah. If you're on demon time, sure. Or I mean, I suppose if you've got really spicy aim and you're playing an assault class, so now you've got all the perks afforded to you with assault class, and now you can grab an LMG, and of course an LMG has pretty crazy ammo capacity. But they're also not the most accurate weapon, and it slows down your movement speed. So again, as assault class, just because I can pick up an LMG doesn't mean I'm going to, and it doesn't mean I'm somehow gonna fucking melt the fucking server because I'm playing assault class with an LMG. I just, you know what I mean, or any kind of combination of this that you can think of. Like they said, and that's because yes, like you said, if the game is built around it and balanced correctly, like you're gonna just use the weapon for the situation, and it's not like the class you pick is gonna make the weapon you pick OP or something. And an engineer isn't somehow going to be OP with a sniper rifle or something, or support is somehow isn't going to be OP with an SMG. I mean, I suppose a little bit. If you think, I suppose that actually, now that I think about it, that creates a slightly cool like kind of a meta to equip an SMG with a support as a support. So now you can move around the map really fast, and you can drop ammo and you can drop meds, which is.
So you're playing Battlefield 5 because that was their default weapon was an SMG.
There you go.
They've done all of this. Every weapon combination has been done. Let people play with whatever the fuck they want. Let them run around with their PP in their hands if they fucking want.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly, people. So here at the objective, we are open weapon. We are pro open weapon. What else? We are. Well, we're not pro no server browser, but we're basically agnostic about server browser.
I would like a server browser, don't get me wrong. I just know we're not getting one. So it doesn't really matter if I want one or not. It's just being realistic.
Exactly. So we're pro open weapons, server browser agnostic, and fuck 2042. Yeah. So.
I'm anti bad game.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, you were in fact a good game enjoyer. The community update goes on to talk about the menu and playlist updates. So this is interesting. So for launch, we are also making further changes and improvements to playlist and menus as a direct result of some of your feedback. All launch maps will be available across playlists from day one, giving you the freedom to play whichever map you prefer. We have tested multiple modes in single playlist during the open beta, and we learned that players favored playlists with combined modes, We will continue to iterate and adjust playlists to deliver the best Battlefield experience possible. You'll have the flexibility to play in both single mode and mixed mode playlists at launch. Conquest, Breakthrough, and Escalation will each have their own dedicated playlists. Alongside these, you will see combined playlists such as Conquest and Escalation, Breakthrough, and Rush, so you do not have to stop matchmaking when switching between those experiences. If you want to focus on a specific mode outside of playlists, you can always find it through the custom search and the server browser. Wait for it. Custom search enables you to select which map and or mode combo you prefer, and you will be match made into a match with these search criteria. You'll have a higher chance to be match made into your preference the more you broaden your search. Portal remains the tool for creating and customizing experiences, while the section in the main menu previously called Portal is now called Community. This is where you will find the server browser, which is now prominently featured to make it easier to find and use. Separately, we will launch Breakthrough, Conquest, and Rush as verified modes within the server browser. This enables us to, for example, feature official hardcore experiences that we know many of you are excited for. Gosh damn it. You fucking casual ass fucking battle dads.
I can't wait to run a hardcore lobby with my pistol. It's my fucking favorite thing to do.
Oh, yes.
I love that shit.
Yeah, no, I remember doing that. Yep. I remember going into hardcore lobbies and just fucking, just wrecking shit with a pistol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Locker on hardcore, and all the battle dads with their bad aim are using full auto weapons.
Yeah.
And I'm using a 1911.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm just pinking them off. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So for all you battle dads, you get your hardcore experiences.
Prepare to die by my pistol.
Yeah, prepare to die. Yeah, I'm just gonna knife him. I'm gonna knife you all in the face. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so at launch, you'll also find a new custom experiences designed to add even more game variety. This will be your first chance to dive into the new and improved Battlefield Portal toolset, now featuring powerful options like spatial editing. We cannot wait to see what creative ways in which you will use these tools to build and share your own experiences. Yeah, so
XP farms.
Exactly, which is
it's all XP farms.
It is all. Maybe there'll be a handful of interesting, fun little servers here and there, but yeah, so
in a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
or whenever they ruin Portal by having too many XP farms, and they say, "Okay, no XP in Portal again."
Exactly.
And then nobody plays fucking Portal.
Yep, exactly.
Again.
Yeah, because we can't have nice things because no one can fucking just exactly. No one can just fucking, actually do what they
abuse the system.
Exactly, they must abuse it. No one can actually do what DICE would have hoped they would have done with it, and but they're talking about here. So. So all that good stuff. We've learned a lot from the open beta, and we're using your feedback as our foundation for launching Battlefield 6. When the game goes live, you'll find a range of playlist options to jump in, including single mode playlists for favorites like Breakthrough and Conquest, closed weapon experiences, intense close quarter battle playlists, and action-packed all-out warfare playlists. Yeah, so this is interesting. I hope too that they because we've talked about the map and lobby rotation on 2042 was garbage, and a lot of talk about that bleeding over into this game has been talked about, and I hope this means, given all that they're doing with this means that they, have figured out how to fix that problem, and that it's not going to happen again. Because people are it's going to get real annoying if you're in the Breakthrough/Rush list, and I would find it to be annoying even if I'm Breakthrough. Well, I would, but okay, but see, I think what people wanted. and I think I preferred this too. So like even if it's okay, so let's say it's the breakthrough / rush playlist. I want to play so we start with breakthrough defense. Well, the very next map should take the lobby into the same map, but switch the sides. So first, I've spawned into this. I joined this lobby and I was on defense. The next in the rotation is the same map, but now you're on offense. All right, so we switched that up. Next game mode, rush, and I start on offense, and the defense. Whatever happens next game, same map, but now I'm on defense, and now I'm facing the offense. I feel like that's what people wanted from like a rush breakthrough lobby type experience. It's like, and that happened in 3. Like in Battlefield 3 specifically, you would always, anytime you played rush, if you started on defense, the very next match you would be on the same map, but you would be on offense. And then after that, it would change maps. And then you would play offense and defense on the same map, and so on and so on. And that definitely didn't happen in 2042. I don't know. Did that happen on Breakthrough in Battlefield 5, if you recall? Or did you like kind of get that good switching up of sides and then switch maps? Like,
I don't remember. I think so. Maybe at some point. I don't remember if it was like that at launch and then it went away from it, or if it didn't do that at launch and then it did later. But I feel like that's how 5 was. But I don't remember for certain.
Okay. Yeah, but I know that was definitely the way it was in 3. I remember very distinctly, like when you played Rush in 3, you just got this good, switching sides back and forth. You'd played off. If you started on offense, then you would play defense. Then it would go to the next map, and you'd be on defense. Then you'd play on offense, and it would go to another map, and so on. You would switch sides every time before you changed maps. So you just got the experience of playing on, as if the whole lobby it wasn't about like, well, can you like get all the MCOMs, like see who can go further between the two or whatever, like, if you know what I mean. Anyway, it was just good. It was just good switching up, and people liked it. That was what people expected from the Rush playlist. So so there you go. And then the update goes on to actually have some like patch notes and stuff about some changes that they made. I don't want to get too much into these because obviously, many of you probably don't really recall a lot about the beta anyways. It was a while ago. So we won't really get into a whole lot of this stuff actually, because it really,
over 200 changes from beta.
Yeah.
So there's a lot anyways.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a lot, exactly, which is pretty cool. So, but again, game's launching in just about 2 days here. So we'll all be playing it in a couple days anyways. And then, we'll experience that. And then we'll have a whole bunch of changes to talk about when they get feedback from the launch. So, so there's that. And the last thing that we got from Chuck Intelligence, that would be Charlie Intel.
Charles Intelligence Agency.
Charles Intelligence Agency. That's right. This is the CIA. That's right. The Chuck Intelligence Agency. So according to Charlie Intel, the content embargo lifts tomorrow. In fact, lifts tomorrow at October 9th at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So starting tomorrow, starting on October 9th, we'll start getting reviews and all kinds of probably videos from content creators and all that good stuff. So content embargo lifts October 9th. Junk Pub was asking about that in the Discord actually. I assume content embargo also means like for reviews as well. I imagine that's right.
I would assume so.
Yeah, which is really actually they're pushing this like really close to the launch, like really compared to other games, because for a lot of like recent releases, I can recall reviews coming out a full like 5 ass days before the game released. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's also some games. There was one this year, Mind's Eye. It was like supposed to be a big GTA killer or whatever. They didn't do any sort of early release. They didn't give out any codes. Every single review or every single reviewer got the game on release day. They didn't get an opportunity to play it beforehand, and that game was fucking garbage.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So at least we're getting something ahead of time. That means they have a little bit of faith. They've given out codes. They didn't wait until Friday and go, hey, good luck. We fucked up again.
Right, yeah, exactly. So yeah. So there you go. So yeah, embargo lifts October 9th, and then and then we'll be getting all that good stuff, and then we'll Joro Fujiwara, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, thanks for checking out the stream. I got bad news for you. You didn't win. Sorry, man. We picked the winner earlier, and it was Starling02. But hey, I appreciate the follow, and I appreciate I think you subbed on YouTube as well, man. I appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a good night too. Thanks for checking in on the stream too, man. We're actually just about to finish up here. So yeah, so there you go, boys and girls. That's it. That's the last podcast before the game comes out. Yeah, looking forward to it. Pretty excited. You said you're gonna get a chance to play, like Friday morning? You said.
Yeah, I'll get maybe a couple hours. I'll probably just start on the campaign and kind of at least see what it's like. I don't know if I'll get into any multiplayer at that point.
Right. Yeah.
2 hours or whatever.
Yeah. So gosh, I don't know. I had planned to take the day off work, but we're getting pretty busy at work, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. But and I can't play until 11 o'clock anyways. I don't know, but we'll see. Congrats on the last 2042 podcast. That's right, Desi. Thank you. Yeah, that's right, boys and girls. Yeah, that's right. Before we go anywhere, it's time to uninstall 2042. That's right. I almost forgot. It is, in fact, time to uninstall 2042. Let's see if I can get this. Actually, I'm just going to switch to the game scene here because I'll have to make OSB disappear. No one cares.
Huge improvement to the stream.
Yeah, massive improvement. Yeah, so here we go. Gonna get there's the Discord. I'm doxing people on the Discord as we speak. I had so many windows open. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Should I play I wish I should play some like music or something. No, I'm not playing anything. I'm not even, in fact, this is like way too ceremonious for this fucking game as we speak. This is way too ceremonious. Before I uninstall you 2042, like I said, there's 2.5 things. 2.5 positive takeaways I can say I'll remember from this game. Okay? Number one, the Super Hind. The Super Hind was a fucking great vehicle. Like, in fact, it's an all-time Battlefield vehicle. Granted, when the game launched, it was fucking stupid OP, right? I mean, it was just insanely OP. Yeah, it was dumb how OP it was. But that was just a function of the weapons, right? But as far as the vehicle itself goes, it was so much fun to fly. I loved flying that fucking helicopter. It fucking handled so well. I could die. I was dodging List missiles. I was dodging out of the way of fucking other helicopters. Like, I mean, I was I wasn't unkillable, but it was just really a lot of fun. And me and the boys, we had a lot of fun. Fucking OSB, just spamming. Like, I would fly it over I would fly it over flags, and OSB would spam the get out button while with his repair tool in his hand.
and a beer in my other.
And a beer in the other, yeah. Just spam and get the fuck out. So it's like we really like ran a few lobbies here and there with me piloting the Hind because it was so, and I loved it. It really just felt great. It was super responsive. You could just maneuver that thing, twist it all different kinds of ways and dodge list missiles and shit. It was really a lot of fun. I actually really liked it. One map and one map only from this game actually does deserve to be talked about in the Battlefield greater talk as far as all-time maps. Not a top 10, but in my opinion, Exposure was a really cool map. Exposure was a pretty good map. I really liked it. It looked great. Bittersweet and mostly bitter for sure, Doc. Yeah. Exposure.
I'm gonna throw Redacted in on that. It can come back.
Okay.
It's a good meat grinder.
It was a good meat. You're right. It was a good meat grinder, and it was an interesting meat grinder for sure. It was interesting the way you had different corridors to go through, and then you had the areas that had like a natural kind of landscape feel to them. in those like those biodome areas with the foliage and the rocks and stuff. Yeah, it was a good meat grinder map. So I'll make it a full 3. I'm gonna make it a full 3 because that's a half a 1. But for me, the 1 is the Super Hind. 1 is Exposure. I liked Exposure a lot. I really thought it was a fun map. I thought it was really good, and I think that could come back too. A half a point for Redacted. The other half a point, and this is going to be controversial because a lot of people hate this map, but I liked Breakaway as a map. I kind of thought, I dug Breakaway as a map. I thought it was pretty cool. It was way too big. No question it was way too big. But I thought it was fun. I always had fun whenever I played on Breakaway. I just did. Call me crazy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a fucking 30 FPS casual. Any 30 FPS casuals in the chat? Let's go. So I guess so. But I liked Breakaway. So
yeah, Breakaway's good.
Right?
I can live with that. On certain game modes, Conquest, it was way too big. Breakthrough's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the thing, and Breakthrough made some maps bearable. Kaleidoscope, for instance, when they redid the Breakaway for Kaleidoscope, that was a fun break. Kaleidoscope is a map. Dog shit. Fucking hot, steaming dog shit.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Oh, it's bad stuff. But the Breakaway lane that they made for it was pretty fun. Some of the maps looked really good. Orbital looked good. Looked really good. Hourglass looked really good. Very cool. I will not even. I'm just not. I'm not dignifying some of the other maps by even saying their names.
And I'm gonna shout this out. Shout out Discarded for being the worst fucking map I've ever played in any video game, and showing me how far down a bad map can really be.
Oh God.
So thanks for that.
Yeah.
I now know a bad map from a loading screen.
Exactly. Just horrible, horrifying map. Horrifying. Right, Dice? Horrifying. Terrible. Fujiwara, by the way, is a fucking maniac. I don't know why, but I did all the achievements of this game. The extraction mode was torture. Good Lord, Fujiwara.
That sounds awful.
That does sound awful. You were a fucking madman. Based madman, kind of, too, really, for doing it. Holy shit, man. That's wild. Yeah, so there you go. 3 things. That's it. None of the other shit of 2042. None of it. Specialists, no. Fuck no. Weapons, God, no. There's not one memorable weapon at all.
Well, they are. They're from older games that
Yeah,
were ported
they're all
over.
the, yeah, exactly. They're all the ones.
80K.
Yeah, they're all the ones that were ported over. Just horrible dog shit stuff. Dice. That we didn't even mention the tornadoes, the fucking getting killed by fucking robot dogs. God, good lord, Dice. Oh my god.
Do you remember when Boris turret was super strong?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Boris could also call in. What were they called? A ranger.
Yeah, the Rangers.
And
Yeah.
you could get killed while Timmy's fucking laying on the ground rubbing one out, and his
Yeah.
turret and his robot dog are going bonkers.
I know, it's so bad. And if that wasn't bad enough, you were getting fucking absolutely just absolutely shit pushed in by a 50 mil from a fucking super hint or something.
Yeah.
Or some fucking crazy overpowered 30 mil from whatever. Yeah, from the completely fucking
Bolt.
Yeah, from the bolty, from the just ridiculous array of vehicle weapons that were so out of whack when the game launched. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. And now you're getting uninstalled from my computer, and I may find a fucking like registry wiper to fucking
Revo uninstaller.
Yes,
It's free.
yes,
It's
Revo.
tense.
I'm not gonna do that right now, but I am uninstalling Battlefield 2042. Fuck yes. Progress bar. Hey, you're gonna. And that sound is the sound of this game being uninstalled from my computer and hopefully never being fucking talked about again. Good lord. And the only thing in my library now on the EA games is in fact Battlefield 6. Let's fucking go. Holy shit. There you go, boys and girls. That's it. We're done. We did it. We fucking made it. We made it this far. Battlefield 2042 is finally over with. The national nightmare is over with. You heard some chains. Yeah, me too, Fujiwara. I heard some fucking chains break. I heard doves flying away. I can hear angels singing. I can hear beers cracking open for when we're gonna be playing a fucking fun Battlefield game for me when the boys get together and we play a fun ass Battlefield game, right? Holy shit, yeah. So, all right, there you go, boys and girls. Can't wait to play Battlefield 6. Can't wait to hear what all of you think of it. Join the fucking Discord. Get in the Discord. There will be a link in the show notes. If you're here on Twitch, that Discord link might be good. I don't know. They say
It's not.
it's so fucking ridiculous. Discord. You're kind of ass. You're kind of ass, Discord. I like your serve. I like the app. It for the most part works good. But like between changing audio and shit, and when I say I generate a link, and when I tell you I want to generate one that doesn't expire, how about you fucking actually give me one that doesn't fucking expire? Because clearly these ones fucking expire. Good lord. Anyway, but whatever. But you know, for all the you're listening to us on the podcast, so check the show notes. You will find a link to the Discord in the show notes. You'll also find a link in the show notes to the Twitch page and our Patreon and all that good stuff. But I'm not going to talk about that stuff because I talked about it in the the stinger opener that I do for the podcast. So, all right, boys and girls, that's it. Anything else you want to say? 2042. Any last eulogy you want to make?
Rest in piss. I'm glad I uninstalled you 2 fucking weeks ago, you piece of shit software.
Rest in piss.
Die in a house fire.
Die in a fire. Rest in piss. I mean, yeah, couldn't think of anything better to say about it. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Battlefield 6. Next time you hear from us, boys and girls, we will both have played Battlefield 6 for sure. Can't say exactly. I don't know. Myself and OSB will have to figure out when we're gonna get together for our first impressions pod of Battlefield 6. But enjoy the game, boys and girls. Enjoy the launch. Have a good time. Everyone have fun out there. We love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the support. Thanks for everyone who joined the giveaway. That was awesome. And yeah, we love you. See you next time.
Deuces.
All right, and we out. Starling, thank you, man. We'll talk to you. Yeah, we'll be in touch,
like
Starling.
weight's been lifted off of my
I
shoulders.
know, dude, right? I know. I love the fact that, like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be so much cool shit to talk about. Like, cool shit. Like a game that works.
Yeah. A game that isn't the worst piece of shit I've ever played in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, really, when you really think about it, like, I remember, like, we would debate, like, oh, it's 24, which is worse, 2042 or 5, and, like, yeah, no, 2042 is so definitely worse.
It's worse, but I can have a better time in 2042. In 5, I get frustrated like instantly. I fucking hate that game. I get shot at and I'm done. I'm alt F4ing out.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I can. Yeah, dude, and I died behind walls a lot in 5. Yeah, a lot in 5. It was fucking ass. So yeah. All right, I am actually gonna bounce like right now because I got a whole bunch more work to do to get this shit out on the Patreon and out on the other stuff. So
I gotcha.
yeah,
No worries.
I'm gonna get to it, man. So hey, have a good time at the bachelor party. Don't
Oh, I will.
don't die. Don't die. Desi, keep you know, kind of keep tabs on this motherfucker. Don't let him drink himself to death. So anyway, all right, boys and girls. Hey, yeah, Fujiwara, Starling, all you guys who checked in on the Twitch channel for and checked in and hung out. I appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys a lot for everything. All the follows. That was awesome. This is great. It was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, I gotta bounce because I gotta get this shit edited and uploaded and ready to go so people can get it. You know, I want to get it out to people, like, you know, with a decent amount of time before the game launches, right? So all right, yeah, so we're out of here, guys. He's an hour away. I know. Put a fucking tracker on him or something. Put a fucking tracking device on his fucking what are you driving on, your Golf, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It may come out if there's good roads. It might be fucked.
Oh yeah. Nice. All right, so yeah, we're gonna kill the stream now, guys. Thanks for checking in, everyone. We love you guys. See ya.